guys, welcome back to Laura's Little Luxuries. My name is Laura and I'm here to share the little luxuries that I bring into my life even as I live on a budget. Today is Sunday, so I am looking for the very first time at the Sunday preview announcement on the Portland Leather Insiders page, and I'm going to walk through it with you guys so that we can all see together what's coming out this week. I've gotten little glimpses of what's coming, but we're going to go through step by step. It looks like this is a big week, so there's quite a bit on this list, and some of it looks very exciting. So I'm gonna once again kind of blow up my screen recording, and I'll make myself kind of small up in the corner, and hopefully you guys can see everything that's going on. Several of you told me that you're not in the insiders group anymore, so I hope that this is a helpful resource for you if you're still wanting to keep your finger on the pulse of what is coming from PLG, but you don't have to draw yourself into that toxic Facebook world if you don't want to. I totally get it. So here we are. This announcement is coming from Hunter this week. There is quite a bit, like I said, on the slate here for what is coming out. A lot of it looks like is like new colors of items that we've seen before, but there is an entirely new bag that's coming, and that is the Madison shoulder bag. So we'll get to that toward the end, but I'm gonna just go through this based on the day that these items are gonna be released. So there is stuff Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week. Get your wallets ready if you are liking any of these items. Okay, so Tuesday, we have got the Flora in a new color called Asheville, which is a brown, and I'm gonna show you guys the pictures here in just a minute. Actually, maybe it would be better and take less time if we just go to the pictures. So there is the entire list of what's coming. There are a couple of things that aren't pictured, so I'll come back and cover those toward the end. But let's just look at the pictures for the moment. All right, so we've got the Flora bags here. These are coming on Tuesday. Again, this drop will happen at 11 a.m. Pacific time. For me here in Minneapolis, that's 1 p.m. If you're on the East Coast, that's 2 p.m. So do your time zone math and make sure you know when stuff is coming. But here is the Flora in Asheville and Sienna and Astro Blue. And honestly, I would really like to try this in this new Asheville color, which looks pretty similar to Durango to me. I have a large Naomi in Durango, so actually I really probably don't need this bag. If anything, I should probably be looking to get it in Sienna because that's a color that I also want to try. But I've never had a Flora before. I haven't felt that drawn to it, but I would like to try it at some point because I know that people really like it. So anyway, let me know what you think about this Asheville color. I do think it's really pretty. It just looks very similar to Durango to me. So I don't know if that means that we're not going to see other bags coming in Durango. Maybe they kind of replaced it with Asheville. Maybe Durango is like a limited availability leather, and so now they're going over to this other one. I don't know. All right, the next bag on Tuesday is the Lucy in Lollipop, and this looks really cute. I do think that Lollipop is a good leather for this bag. I was kind of hoping that the Lucy might come back in a white or off-white. Like I was really hoping to see it in Moonflower, which we saw last week in the Koala, which stay tuned because I actually have one of those on the way. So yeah, I personally am hoping for a Lucy to come back in a white or off-white. Bone would be great, pearl would be amazing, but that's just my own bias because I've got someone in my life that I want to purchase that for. So that's my own problem and I could go on treat for that. All right, Mockingbird pouches are coming in some fun colors. We've got Anemone, Nutmeg, that's not that fun, but kind of nice to have that back. Iceberg Blue, Lollipop, and Boreal, so that's a good color bunch. Quesadilla wallets are coming in Clownfish, which we saw last week in the Passport wristlet. And then Iceberg Blue, Aruba, Boreal, and Anemone. And I am excited about this quesadilla and anemone. I got my first quesadilla wallet a few weeks ago in Lollipop, and I really like it. I haven't really started using it yet, but it was nice to be able to test out this leather. And it's a nice little wallet. Like, it's a good size and shape. It could hold quite a bit, but it's not going to be like an overwhelming size like a Rancher wallet. So yeah, it's a good item, and it would be fun to have one in anemone, but we'll see. Those are usually the kinds of things that I like add on if I'm feeling extra festive or if they go on super sale. All right, Wednesday. Wait, let me make sure. Yeah, okay, so the quesadilla wallets are on Tuesday as well. Wednesday, we have the new Madison shoulder bag, and this is coming in officially 9 colors, but I've heard that there's a 10th surprise color that's kind of been teased, but we don't know what it is yet, and it was not mentioned in today's drop, so maybe that got put on hold, I don't know. But we've got 2 different sizes of it. There are dimensions that you can go on the website and see. I guess you probably can't see them yet. They've shared the dimensions in the group. I'll insert a photo of those over on the other side of the screen. So they look like they're going to be pretty roomy. And it's kind of hard to tell from these pictures, but they do have 2 handles. So like there's a handle on each side of the bag. And it looks like there's a magnetic closure in the middle. So we've got sienna, plum, pebble black, chili red, nutmeg, forest green. This is weird. Why does this forest green look like forest green in the small and then pebbled black in the large? I think that was a mistake. Oh yeah, somebody over here is saying the same thing. Okay, interesting. All right, and then we've got orchid, cobalt, and cold brew. And that's all that they're showing us. So is the 10th color gonna actually come? I don't know, you tell me. Okay, butterfly is coming on Thursday. They are releasing it in anemone. I'm actually a little irked by this because I didn't want to buy anything this week, but I really want a bag in anemone. And so now I don't know if I should try to order this. I'm thinking that probably a lot of people are going to try to order anemone. It might sell out. I would really like to try it in a butterfly, but I also don't really need to buy another bag this week. So I don't know. I might have to try to sell some stuff through buy, sell, trade to like trade off the money that I would spend on it. I don't know. Astro Blue too. I haven't personally been that drawn to Astro Blue. So, I mean, that's nice. It's a good option for people who like that color. But I'm definitely much more drawn to the anemone at this point. It would be really great if they had included a picture of the anemone butterfly. I'd like to just be able to like see a mock-up of it, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on that. That's on Thursday, so we'll see. Also on Thursday, we've got some new Rancher wallets. Again, anemone, boreal, Aruba, and iceberg blue. Some Sabrina wallets in a bunch of different colors. Kind of the usual suspects for the last couple weeks drops. I'm seeing green apple, which is kind of nice. Cowboy blue. I'm glad that they're doing more in cowboy blue. It's a good color. Okay, and then here's some comparison photos. So here's Asheville, and it's going to be next to several different browns so that you can kind of see how they compare to each other. Here's Asheville next to nutmeg, and then Asheville and sienna. Much more cool toned than both of those. Kind of the same tone as nutmeg, like, or the same shade as nutmeg, but cooler, maybe a little bit lighter. And then, yeah, similar in shade to sienna as well, but much cooler. And then lighter than cold brew for sure. Okay, and here it is next to Durango. So I guess it is a little bit different than Durango. It's a little bit lighter, it looks like, and maybe a little more like yellow on the inside. So I don't know. I don't dislike it for sure. I do think it's pretty. I just think it's so similar. Like seeing those side by side, the Asheville is so similar to the Durango. The Flora next to the Naomi, like they just look so similar that I think it would be silly to have both of them in my collection. So I think I will let other people explore the Asheville Flora, but I think it looks really pretty and I'm glad that they made it. And we're back to the beginning. So that's what's coming this week. I'm going to exit out of these pictures and we can just look through the post. I always like to look at the comments. I see a lot of questions about Asheville. People seem to be excited and interested in that. The Madison is catching a lot of attention too. People have been very sad lately about the lack of crossbody updates. I think there have been a lot of crossbody options from PLG for a long time, and not that that's a bad thing, but like some other styles are finally getting some attention and the crossbody lovers are feeling left out, which I get, but I mean, come on guys, like crossbodies have so many options already, and for those who want to explore new colors, like getting a mini crossbody mystery box is relatively affordable and you can get really cool colors in those. So I think that people who enjoy shoulder bags are finally having their day in the sun and they kind of deserve it, TBH. So, okay, I'm not really seeing that much else. Just people so sad. Okay. Someone's asking about the color for the Madison, the 10th color. It looks like we still don't know what that's going to be. Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Yes, more gorditas would be awesome. I agree. I would like to have some more gordita options. Ooh, an anemone gordita would be pretty. So here's the medium. So I don't know if that means that they're going to bring out a small eventually, since they named them medium and large instead of starting with small and large. So the medium seems like a pretty decent size, and then the large is going to be more like the large sienna. The height altogether is 20 inches. That's going to be a really large bag. I guess it will probably be comparable to like the oversized Naomi. Okay, well, that's it, guys. This felt like a really big one. Was this a bigger drop than usual? I don't know. I'm going to have to like make notes and set alarms and stuff. I do think the only bag that I am in danger of purchasing this time is the anemone butterfly. We'll see. I'm going to have to think about that, and it might just be kind of a spur of the moment decision. If I'm really feeling like I want to try it, I may go for it, but I might try to just put it out of my mind until Thursday and see if I keep feeling drawn back to it. Sometimes that works well enough and I just forget about things. So I guess I'll let you know and keep you updated if I do get that anemone butterfly. Who knows? I might toss in a wallet or something if I end up buying that. I also really want to try the Madison, but I don't think I want to try it badly enough to order one this week. So I may hang on and just see how other people react to it as they roll in, and maybe I'll buy one secondhand, or maybe even trade for one eventually. So I can't wait to see what you guys think about this week's drops. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you're excited about anything here, or if you are feeling sad that they haven't updated any of the crossbodies this week. What do you think you might buy, or are you going to mark yourself safe this week? And let me know what drops you really hope to see in the near future. I've been hearing whispers again about the color October. I don't know if you guys saw that one, but it looks a lot like anemone, but it's like an orange, like a fall orange. And I think that would be really pretty in a lot of different styles. So I do kind of hope that they release October and some different items. Yeah, I don't know. Overall, I'm feeling pretty happy with the lineup this week, and I'm just looking forward to seeing some of those newer colors coming out in big bags. So, all right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and click on that little bell icon so that you get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you all so much for subscribing and watching and participating in this channel. It means the world to me. I hit 400 subscribers the other day, which was so exciting. I am on my way. I can't believe I'm almost halfway to 1,000. And I just hope that I can continue to grow this channel and hit some of those milestones that I've been looking forward to coming up. So thanks again for all your support, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.